guys' fault for pulling in the enemies. It was your guys' fault for calling run in the middle of a fight. It was your guys' fault for this and that. This was very weird behavior. I mean, this is just a game. And he was acting like if he apologized, he would be committing a cardinal sin or something. It made his teammates very uncomfortable to the point where the guild leader had to step in. Now, Soda Poppin was initially the guild leader, but then...
Oh, true. Tyler wants to go for true.
Unexpectedly, he dueled Tyler 1, who had leveled up to level 60 and became a very important member of the guild in a fight that would determine...
Bro, the T1 WoW arc was so fucking funny, man.
...who the new guild master would be. What no one was expecting, though, was that Tyler 1 would beat Soda Poppin, becoming the guild master. Seeing that this was becoming a big guild issue, he had to step in and brought both Yamato and Pirate Software into a call in order to squash the beef once and for all. The result? A catastrophe.
Yeah, you guys mismanaging resources and also at the same time saying I don't have anything to restore mana while having 2 items to restore mana is certainly a choice of all time.
Watch.
Like, you guys didn't manage your resources right. Oh, but you did? Nah.
What do you want, man?
Oh, God.
Let me say it again.
He already said his piece.
Pirate.
Go on.
Oh,
Yeah,
dear
I
God.
want to speak to him because I didn't speak to him correctly. I said it again. We all did mistakes, bro. Like I didn't say, we are just blaming you. It's about the zero accountability is what makes us so mad.
There's no
Exactly.
zero accountability, dude.
Bro.
Everyone can do something better.
you-
But when you open up and you yell over another person
listen,
like you
can
were doing
I speak?
nah, I'm good.
You
when you yell over another person so they can't speak while talking over him, and then when he asks if he can speak, saying, nah, I'm... Oh, my God, bro. What the...
See ya. I'm not doing that shit again with him. Nah, he did it the first time. I'm not doing it a second one. Not interested.
I mean, this is so weird. Yamato was being as mature as possible here, saying, listen, this was all our fault. We're not blaming you. We just want you to admit, just like we've admitted, that we all screwed up, and he couldn't even say that. Leaving the call like an immature, disrespectful baby as
shit's
Yamato
insane,
was
dude.
talking. This not only rubbed his dungeon teammates the wrong way, it rubbed the entire OnlyFans guild as well as the viewers the wrong way. As criticism was mounting, Pirate Software was for the first time confronting massive controversy coming his way. At any point in time, he could have just simply apologized and moved on.
Exactly, but he never felt like he was in the wrong at all.
Instead, he only chose to double down, playing the victim and saying that other streamers and OnlyFans just want to cause problems with him for no reason whatsoever.
Content is causing drama and problems. There's a lot of streamers actually in this guild that want to cause problems specifically with me and have even...
It's not specifically with him at all, but a lot of people in that guild did want to cause drama and problems, yes. You want to know why? Because it was a content creator guild. The whole point of this guild was for content. People know that the viewers love drama, so they manufacture with each other, right? Like it's a fucking joke. It's fucking World of Warcraft drama, for crying out loud. It's content. But then this guy just took it way too far.
And stated so publicly on their Twitch,
Took it so personally.
saying that they want to have a fight with me for content. That's not content. That's dog shit. Ridiculous. Keep it. Not going to be a part of it.
I mean, seriously, why would people just want to attack you unprovoked for no reason whatsoever? What a cruel world we live in.
I agree, bro.
The bulk of these events would unfold from January 10th to January 12th, 2025. By that time, Pirate Software would have received so much criticism, so much hate, that he felt compelled to post a long tweet explaining his point of view
Bro made the Bible version 3
on Twitter, saying, to those trying to character assassinate me online for a bad pull in Dire Maul WoW hardcore, this is hardcore WoW and a lot is on the line when you step foot into a dungeon. Here is a light breakdown of the last 24 hours. Our party went the wrong way and overpulled multiple packs with the boss. The shot caller made the call to run, then went back on that call. During the run out, another pack was pulled as we had opted to skip it previously, which is never a good thing. Communication was completely broken throughout this, and it was our second time failing the dungeon. Everyone played poorly, and 2 people ultimately lost their characters for it. Each person in this group made mistakes, including myself. I have never once said I was perfect in my play, nor that I was a god gamer. I'm just an ex-Blizzard employee.
Bad time to take a drink.
That has played Mage for a long time. To pin that on a single person is absurd at best, and if you're calling for
Why do you even have to mention that?
death and cancellation over it, you're too invested in this content in a very unhealthy way. If you're a creator engaging in this kind of behavior, then eventually your content wave will end, but the relationships you've sullied will be permanent. Hope it was worth it for you.
I guarantee you the people that sullied their relationship with Pirate Software after that are kind of thanking themselves now for, you know, getting on top of the content, farming him for content, and then just seeing him develop into what it is now. Because honestly, if you're going to farm anyone for content, it should be Pyro at this point, considering the shit that he's doing now. It's just insane, bro.
To those trying to defend me, don't worry about it. This too shall pass.
Of course.
Do not attack anyone else on my behalf.
And it did. It did pass.
I've always hated that kind of behavior. I have no intention of stopping making things or not doing stuff as I have already been.
Yep.
Those who are banned will stay so. I've never liked that kind of knee-jerk reaction behavior in our community before, and I will not be changing that now. For those
He doesn't like getting called out.
that don't understand why they will stay banned,
He would like an echo chamber where if somebody calls him out for not taking accountability when he should, he bans them. I think that's what he's saying there, right?
had a 10-hour-long hate raid over it live on Twitch. We had to ban nearly 4,000 accounts across all platforms.
Hate raids are never good. This is something I agree with. Hate raids are just not a good thing to do.
And our moderators received
Especially over a
death
fucking
threats
game.
regularly throughout it all. People called for me to be killed both in-game and out-of-game. They tried to get me banned from Twitch, the guild, and WoW. They tried to make disparaging comments about our ferret rescue or that we somehow hurt animals. They tried to spread rumors saying I was...
Not stuff
My
like that.
opinion is he should have been said it was his fault at the start of the message and then put the other thing to clarify thing.
Yeah, but he doesn't believe it's his
Also,
fault.
he worked at Blizzard BTWXDD.
True, thank you for the 69 biddies. Yeah, the whole point of it, though, is he doesn't believe that it was his fault, so why would he admit to it?
was convicted of felonies and many other things. The internet hate machine will not defeat me or the community that supports me.
Probably
See
not,
you in WoW
Rose.
Hardcore tomorrow. So this was posted on January 13th, 2025.
Yep.
And while he did admit that everyone in the group made mistakes, including himself, it truly didn't feel genuine. It seemed
No.
like it was absolutely impossible for him to just say, I'm sorry, I misplayed.
Yeah,
He just
exactly.
couldn't do it. Someone pointed that out, saying, where's the I messed up? And Pirate Software said, apparently you have no idea how to read. Hope this helps, highlighting the paragraph in which he said, each person in this group made mistakes, including myself. Again, it was worded in a disingenuous way.
It's worded in an evasive way because he doesn't want to admit that he messed up to the extent that he did. And it's again, it's not the fact that he messed up, I think, why people are so pissed and annoyed. I think it's the deflections, the lack of accountability. Like, such a small statement on the rest of this where it's like, yeah, everybody messed up, including myself, but this happened because of this, and this happened because of this, and they overpulled the packs and stuff, and I just didn't have... Like, come on,
He just
brother.
couldn't take individual accountability here, no matter what. The top comment was a WoW streamer known by Joker D saying, just take the L, it's not that hard, to which Pirate Software said, hope this was worth it for you. So overall, this entire response didn't really help him at all. And
Nope.
even if it did, he would single-handedly ruin any progress it might have had in the coming days. He would double down, triple down, quadruple down, quintuple down, and eventually sextuple down, only to call OnlyFans
Jesus.
a content guild built on hate.
And a lot of it was from a rogue that was bitching the entire time about every goddamn thing that was going on except for his own play. But the mage is the one at fault because the mage is the hero class and the mage has to do everything perfectly.
That's not what...
Everyone in that played badly. The druid butt pulled an extra pack on the way out.
Yeah.
The tank chose to take us into a bad route through the entirety of the dungeon. Pulled
Yeah.
2 packs and the boss at the same time.
These people did take accountability, I'm pretty certain, by the way.
I, as the mage, went into that fight with 40% mana, tried to use my resources, used them poorly, and got myself out when the call was made to run. Which, by the way, was made by them as well. Everyone played badly. In fact, the only person who didn't was the healer. And I explained that in the Twitter post, but no
He actually took a bit of accountability there. Holy fuck, what happened?
one wants to hear that shit.
A little
Because
bit.
they want it to be a
while also berating everybody else at the same time, but still.
double down, a
It's
triple down, a
something.
quadruple down. They want to have a villain. They want to have an enemy. They want to fight that shit into the ground. They want to send death threats to people over it. Because they're goddamn insane. Because this guild has turned into a content guild built on hate, not a content guild built on experiences. Because they're freaking monsters, dude.
It's just crazy how we got to this point, and we're not even halfway through this drama, and all
Bro, you're not even a quarter way through. 2, 4... Okay, you're a third.
All he had to really realistically do was look at the camera and say, you know what, I'm sorry. We all misplayed, yes, but I screwed up by running away the way I did. I had 2 items that could have restored my mana so I could help the 2 people who died, but I just simply panicked and ran away. And so even though we all misplayed, I just want to say I'm sorry for my play.
That's
but
exactly
no, it was
it.
too hard for him. Guys, he worked at Blizzard, and Blizzard employees simply don't make mistakes.
Wait, really?
That's a given. As Pirate Software was too
Deadass?
busy playing the victim, a clip of the streamer Lakari surfaced in which he was doing a dungeon with Pirate Software. You
Oh,
see,
no.
Lakari is someone who had never played World of Warcraft up until this point.
Lakari actually plays gacha games, bro.
He was playing a mage just like Pirate, but he was kind of having a hard time keeping up with everything going on. Here's how Pirate treated him. I'm sure you can tell from the title.
Get ready for this, dude. Get ready for this.
Pirate Software bullying a totally new player to the game. Pathetic, dude. Watch.
Basically have to evocate to get your mana back for the next pull. Ugh.
Reminded me, sorry, I don't play the game, so I forgot.
The whole point of this guild, by the way, was to have brand new people to the game that had never played the game before, have them play hardcore accounts, level to 60, and challenge the raid, and beat the raid with a shit ton of new players. That was the content. So to berate new players is so fucking backwards to me.
If you remind me, I can help you out. Real quick.
What does he say?
Yeah, it's too bad I'm the only mage in the party. You're right, Jen. If only someone else would cast Arcane. If only.
This fucking prick, dude. Oh my.
Can't really keep wishing for things that just aren't here, though.
Just fucking mute your mic at least if you're gonna shit talk. Bro's asking for help and he's.
That's true. That's true. Can't wish for the rogue. Can't wish for another mage to cast Arcane in.
Yeah.
Oh, what an insufferable dickhead.
Brother, may I have some oats? Oh, since we have 2 mages, we could probably poly the ads.
Wait, we have 2 mages. Oh.
Oh my. He...
Man.
Yeah, I can poly.
Here I've been the only one casting Arcane in. Incredible.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's wild, right?
God, even
Bro, I would be cutting this guy off at the first fucking instant. Insufferable fucking asshole to be around.
reality TV can't recreate such an awkward moment.
What a
man.
dickhead.
Just ruining the whole vibe.
Yeah, it's too bad I'm the only mage in the party. You're right, Jen.
Hey man, I'm new to the game, so if you want me to help with Arcane, just let me know. Remind me. Yeah.
He did apologize to Lakari, but months after, I think. Yeah, probably after all the backlash, right? Yeah, of course.
It's too bad I'm the only mage in the game, right, chat? Oh, we have 2 mages. Oh, I didn't know that. All that in the face of a new player who was being nothing but nice,
Yeah.
honestly. And yet Pirate Software had the gall to complain about being bullied by other content creators when he was literally doing that to someone as innocent as Lakari. The
Didn't do shit.
culmination of all this would force Sodapoppin to take the decision of kicking Pirate Software from OnlyFans.
Yeah, he
pinging
did get
everyone in
kicked.
the OnlyFans Discord and saying this: yes, I made the decision to kick Pirate. I felt a large majority of people in the guild felt uncomfortable playing or being around him and all that drama that surrounded him at this point. Even though some people may have not felt that way, a lot did. And after
Yep.
seeing some clips today from him quadrupling down, or I don't know what number we're on at this point, I think I'm making the right decision, but still I feel bad. Try to just let this whole thing slide into forgetfulness and move on, in my opinion. Stay safe, gamers.
He basically said, yeah, I fucking kicked him. Let's forget it happened because giving him any more attention is just going to make matters even worse and give him more popularity at that point, right?
So look, at the end of the day, in World of Warcraft in general, when you're in a raid or dungeon, you have to trust every single member on your team to make sure that not only you complete the raid or dungeon, but that you also survive. This also applies on a way bigger scale in World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore, because one bad teammate can cost you the account that you've put dozens or even hundreds of hours in.
Yep.
And people just couldn't trust someone who couldn't take any accountability like Pirate Software.
The biggest issue is the lack of accountability, as we've all kind of come to the conclusion of at this point, right? Months later down the
As
line.
soon as things would have gone wrong, he would have probably just ran for his life and said he had no mana again. And not many people really felt sorry for him because at the end of the day, he was the embodiment of this meme.
That is
no
so
one was
funny.
forcing him to sextuple down. No one was
Jesus.
forcing him to bully a new player.
Mhm.
The only person who was shooting themselves in the foot with a shotgun was none other than Pirate Software. At this point, Jason Thor Hall, otherwise known as Pirate Software, was slowly but surely becoming a lolcow, but he had no
What is a lolcow? What does that mean?
idea. But that was normal, because fundamentally speaking, a lolcow is never aware that they're a lolcow. Look, there are a lot
Okay.
of definitions of what a lolcow is, but
Oh.
if I had to sum it up, well, it would be very simple. It's someone who simply embodies the worst of the worst when it comes to human traits, but they would be constantly convinced that they are the perfect human being.
Interesting. I hope this goes into the details of the kind of therapy session, quote unquote, that Pirate Software did with Dr. K, because oh my god, that was a tough watch to get through, dude. Not gonna cap. That was a very tough thing to get through.
Never able to admit fault, and never willing to even when they know that they're in the wrong. This by itself becomes very entertaining, and there are many examples. They come in all shapes, sizes, and even colors.
Was that fucking Boogie
They come in all
2988?
shapes, sizes,
I think it is.
and even colors. And the mage who ran out of mana was about to join
went
their
down a weird
ranks
path.
imminently. All he had to do to avoid this fate was just fucking apologize, man.
Yeah.
But he just couldn't. In fact, what he ended up doing was maybe one of the cringiest things in this entire video. I genuinely can't believe that someone in his 30s said this, but I mean,
What?
watch this yourself. You'll know what I mean.
I didn't get this deep. Stop feeding into it. All of the accounts that are messaging me are getting reported. There's a funny fact about this. I worked at Blizzard for 7 years. There's a whole lot of other people there that still know me. And all of these reports are going directly to them. They're well aware of the situation, and everybody who's messaging me, they're going to get read.
Oh my god, dude. It's literally the fucking my dad owns Minecraft situation. My dad works at Microsoft. Oh my god, you cringe motherfucker.
It's kind of a dumbass thing to do, and I can't wait for all of them to get banned.
Yeah, so all you guys whispering me right now with these threats, well, guess what? My dad worked...
I mean, he was reporting the death threats and stuff. I mean, yeah, is it just about death threats though? Let me go back.
Watch this yourself. You'll know what I mean.
I didn't get this deep. Stop feeding into it. All of the accounts that are messaging me are getting reported.
He just says all the accounts that are messaging me. Was it just about the... I don't know.
There's a funny fact about this.
I don't know.
My dad works at Nintendo, and I'm going to tell him personally about every single one of you, so good job. See you later. It's like, bro, if they're sending you death threats, you really just have to report them in game, and I'm sure something will happen. You don't have to actually bother your Blizzard alumni. This clip...
I mean, in all fairness, if you have a direct tie and you're reporting death threats, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I think this is a non-issue.
Was on January 14th. And guys, I swear to you, I am constantly impressed by how ironic life can be. I don't think we live in a simulation, but sometimes I do get the feeling because some things are just so perfect in comedic timing, you'd think that there was someone writing a script. One day after this clip came out, Pirate Software was streaming the game Ashes of Creation during
Whatever happened to this game?
second alpha. This is
Is it not even out yet? Probably not, right?
RPG similar to World of Warcraft, and it also has raids as well as dungeons. During a raid, Pirate Software would wipe the entire team. He would kill everyone single-handedly by pulling in the wrong unit. What would be his
I remember this.
first reaction? Well,
can you guess what the first reaction would be, gamers? Listen, type in the chat right now. You have three options. A, does he apologize and take accountability? Does he B, blame somebody else? Or does he C, self-combust into a million different fragmentations of embers and ash? 2, interesting.
watch
I said A, B, C, so where the fuck you get 2 from, Angel?
for yourself.
Sabu is not paying attention.
Oh, someone else is not paying
He
attention.
pulled in the enemy,
Sabu.
and he died.
God damn it, guys.
Oh.
Oh, no, who pulled the ocular?
So one
He looks so disappointed.
of you hold the ocular. Why? Now half the raid is dead.
Oh.
Was there a reason for that?
I
Well,
swear, it is so funny knowing that he was the one who pulled the ocular. This is
Yeah.
also another thing with lolcows. They are unintentionally hilarious. Pirates
yeah.
Software here was genuinely pissed, okay? He genuinely was livid. But knowing
Fuming.
that he was the one who caused the wipe is so fucking funny. It showed people that World of Warcraft wasn't an isolated case.
I think he got called out as well, like during this clip also, and still doubled down on it, right?
He was doing this in
Or did he
Ashes of
not?
Creation and would very easily do this a third time somewhere else. It was him. He was the issue here. And his lack of accountability was astounding. But you know what else is astounding? His ability to keep digging himself in deeper holes. During this whole fiasco, Joker D would talk about Pirate Software and would call him out.
I honestly fuck Pirate Software. Like, straight up, bro, this dude is a complete fraud. At least in the WoW space, I don't care if he worked for fucking Blizzard. The guy probably made fucking coffee for some devs. I don't even believe for a second.
So out of all the streamers on OnlyFans, Joker D probably went the hardest on Pirate Software. He took segments of this rant and uploaded it as a YouTube video. That YouTube video would then be removed due to a violation of community guidelines, and the person who striked it cited the reason as being harassment and cyberbullying. One could only guess who took this video down. I mean, seriously. Joker D would never reveal the name of the brand or whatever that was behind this, but seeing that the video had gotten brigaded by Pirate Software's community, for many,
it was probably the community, right? I don't know if Pirate would have specifically said to go after it, but maybe.
It was safe to say that Pirate Software was the one who took this video down because he simply didn't like it, abusing the copy strike system on YouTube. Seeing that
his community do tend to have a habit of like going out to defend him, right? So it could have just been that. Could have just been his community and not him. I don't like to point fingers where there's no like actual evidence, to be fair, to be completely honest. And we literally saw in one of the tweets before that it was a DMCA claim. No, it literally said the reason for the video getting taken down was harassment. You can't really DMCA harassment, right? But yeah, in the tweet before, Pirate was saying, for those that are defending me, don't worry, I can handle this shit myself.
He-Man had done this in the past, back in 2020, getting an amazing community reaction. And of course, we can't forget about Alinity doing this as well back in 2018.
Jesus.
Wow, I'm old.
I'm gonna copy strike this guy.
I mean, it was genius.
I forgot about
that. It worked so well for every content creator who had done that prior. So obviously, this was the play. Congratulations. You know, it's so fascinating to me how the internet works sometimes. Yeah. Someone could mind their own business for months, for years, for decades. But as soon as they do something that makes them so incredibly unlikable, the internet starts seeing a big red target on your back and they strike. Pirate
100%.
Software had a talent of building up a huge, loyal community in just the span of a couple of months. When January 2025 came by, though, he proved to us that he had another talent, building up a massive community of very loyal haters. These incidents that we just talked about had ensured that.
Oh my god, is this going to be Stop Killing Games, bro?
This is when those very same haters would start scrutinizing every single aspect of Pirate Software, both as a brand and as a person, only to eventually dismantle this massive empire that he had built.
Oh, okay.
Now look, just to be clear, Pirate Software has always had haters, dating all the way back to September 2024, and there were...
Everybody has haters, especially when you have such a large audience, you're going to have more and more haters. It's literally like the loud minority of a community, right? Like a gacha community. Every single large content creator has that as well.
Earlier instances too.
Hate you,
this
Brent. You
is
too, man.
Normal. When you get famous, when you take over the algorithm the way you did, some people will naturally get fatigued from you.
100%.
I mean, you might not believe this, but even someone like Queso has haters, purely because he's a massive content creator.
I don't know how Queso can have haters, dude. Dead ass.
No pun intended. Some of these early haters of Pirate Software would start making videos talking about his past. About how, for example, he wasn't the game developer he was making himself out to be, especially with his Blizzard experience. About how he used to go by the name of Moldavius Fig Tree and was a well-renowned furry in Second Life and EVE Online.
Hey, you know what? You do what you want, but people are okay to judge. But hey, I'll privately judge. You do what you want,
but
man.
Those videos would never get enough.
Did that say professional furry? No, just furry. I was gonna say, what's a professional furry?
Traction to actually matter. As you can see, this video right here with the title of Pirate Software, the streamer who faked his game dev career, had reached almost 100,000 views. From the like and dislike ratio, we can see how Pirate Software had somehow, either directly or indirectly, sent his community to brigade this video. And just like Joker D's video, it was taken down by abusing the copy strike system and inciting harassment and cyberbullying. So essentially, if you were an early hater of Pirate Software, if you had something to say, well, chances are no one heard you. This is how for a long time he was able to sweep all the hate, feedback, and criticism under the rug. Except this time, after all the events that we just saw unfold, he had way too many eyes examining his every move, and he couldn't just sweep criticism under the rug anymore.
Yeah,
for example,
you can't at
around
that point.
The end of January 2025, Pirate Software had DMCA'd an indie game and threatened to sue its developer.
Bro, why?
Well, the developer shows us the main reason why Pirate Software wanted the game taken down. Here it is.
Oh,
it's this.
I remember this. Oh my god. I think if I'm correct, this was because he used his voice in like an explanation for the game, not even in the actual game. Like to say, this is what it'd be like if Pirate Software was in our game, or something like that, right?
Roach wearing the same wizard hat that he was wearing during World of Warcraft, while mimicking some of the things that he was saying.
Oh.
Watch.
As much as you're angry right now, of course I react.
This whole game got
Imagine a world that rewards you for discovering new PC games.
That's so fucking funny, bro. It's just a dig at him, dude. He really, he got. Oh, that's insane.
DMCA'd because of
Bro's
this. I mean,
ego
this is how
is so fragile.
sensitive he is. And now many
shit.
people were made aware of this. He couldn't just copy, strike, or DMCA just about anyone because every time he did, he spawned more haters. His strategy was now
Crazy.
outdated. Everyone was made aware of what had happened to this indie game. And speaking of indie games, there was renewed scrutiny over Pirate Software's indie game called Heartbound, with many wondering why it's been in early access since 2018 with
Jesus
no release date in
Christ.
sight. Give it 3 more years, it'll be a decade. Some
That's
people
insane.
were comparing him to Yandere Dev, a very well-established lolcow who hadn't released his game in over a decade. And when people actually analyzed its code, they found some of the worst written code known to mankind.
Oh no.
Seeing all this scrutiny and criticism catch up to his own game development must have hit one hell of a nerve, because very shortly after he announced that Heartbound would start receiving monthly updates. And all it took was people going there and reviewing it negatively. He was
Okay.
hoping that this would steer off the criticism and the scrutiny, and that things would eventually finally go back to normal, but the haters weren't really done just yet.
Did he stick to it? Is it getting updated monthly?
People were putting into question his entire identity. The fact that he worked at Blizzard for 7 years.
Wait, really? He worked at Blizzard for 7 years?
But worked what exactly?
Damn.
As well as him claiming that he was one hell of a hacker who had gone to the yearly hacking conference, DEF CON, and won some pretty important events there with the help of his team that he never mentioned, of course. Always taking credit for this by himself. I mean, at some point he was invited to a podcast called Dropped Frames. This was a clip from it, and here's the title: Pirate Software on how he became a hacker for the government. These were the stories that he was telling people. Watch this.
You're a hacker. Like that's where you like kind of started.
Actual hacker.
An actual hacker. Like,
Yes.
Not like I'm a hacker. No, you're an actual
Not a
hacker.
kidding.
You've won.
Like an actual hacker.
Yeah,
Yeah, my last job was hacking power plants for the federal government. I
Yeah.
worked for the United States Department of Energy.
So a
Just the
dude walks in with a
laptop.
laptop and a suit, and you lean over to, who's that guy?
Well, that's the hacker from the government.
Yeah, that's the hacker.
It's even worse.
That's an insanely cool job, to be honest.
We go in like
Like
3 to
what?
4 man teams, man. So like we've got a team of
Oh, you
dudes
had a
looking
fleet.
like
You had
this.
like a team of
Yeah.
dudes in
It
suits,
wasn't just
holding
me.
laptops,
Yeah,
walking into
exactly.
restricted areas. Okay.
When he says things like this, what he's trying to paint in your mind as a viewer is that he's some sort of Unit 8200 Mossad agent writing zero-day exploits on USBs that are snuck into Iranian nuclear facilities and that
Okay.
infest and shut down the entire technical operation of that nuclear power plant. When in
Maybe,
reality, if you
but-
look at his LinkedIn and reconcile it against his skill set, what he did was social engineering. He wrote
Oh.
phishing emails and tried to gain access to credentials and user systems that way.
So Coding Jesus said it best.
Yeah, it's a little bit less cool sounding, isn't it?
Pirate Software's entire identity
We had a whole fleet of people, sending out fucking scam emails.
was slowly starting to unravel right before our very eyes. From the shorts that made him go viral, to the stories he used to say on stream, to quite literally everything about him was nothing more than either an exaggeration
Oh,
or him
God.
trying as best as possible to sugarcoat reality. We
Yeah.
can very clearly see on his LinkedIn that first off, he didn't work at Blizzard for 7 years, it was actually 6 years, 6 months.
Hey, it's rounding up, we'll give him it.
And that his initial roles were him being in quality assurance. For the
Okay.
first 4 years at Blizzard, so the majority of his time there, he was in an entry-level role, eventually being promoted multiple times and finishing off as a senior red team specialist.
Okay.
In his own description of the job, he said, infiltrated and exploited physical access controls, managed social engineering operations to improve employee awareness and resilience, and finally created, launched, and managed a global web application bounty program. As Coding Jesus said, this guy would literally just send phishing emails, make phone calls, try to pretend to be an outsider in order to have employees make mistakes so that they can improve internal protocols.
Yeah, that's
it's an
kinda
important
crazy.
job, that's for sure. But even on his LinkedIn, he would make claims that he worked on all these different games. I mean, yeah,
I mean, sure. I mean, he probably did, right?
indirectly, but none of your code made it to the game. You didn't model, you didn't texture, and you sure as hell didn't animate.
Listen, guys, can I keep it 100% real here? Can I keep it 100% real quick? This is me. This is as someone who really despises what Pirate Software has become, but I have to say, and I have to keep it honest, how many of y'all have lied on your fucking CVs? Because I guarantee you, If you're old enough to have a job, I guarantee you most people here have loosely bended the truth on their fucking CVs. Come on. Like, if you have indirectly impacted all of these games, then yeah, put it on your fucking CV, bro. Is anyone gonna fucking check? Come on now. Like, this isn't that big of a deal in my opinion. This isn't that big of a fucking deal.
You just so happened to work on internal projects in parallel to these games. And yet, every time someone would mention something about games, about the video game industry, about whatever, he would always start off by saying, I worked 7 years at Blizzard, actually, so I know what I'm talking about. When in reality, no, you have more experience as an indie developer than you ever had as a developer at a AAA company, and that's the truth. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that he made this such an important and integral part of his personality that it felt like a massive betrayal.
Okay, that part of it is very fair. That part of it's fair.
But that's not all. His dad was Joey Ray Hall. This picture right here is of 10 people. And if you don't know who they are, these people happen to be the original founders of Blizzard Entertainment.
Wow.
Yes, these guys are legends in every sense of the word. And the guy in the middle is none other than Jason Thorhall's father. He later became the director
I can see the resemblance
of cinematics at Blizzard, which is probably the only thing that Blizzard has been consistently good at.
Bro, Blizzard cinematics are some of the best in the gaming industry. I don't give a shit what anybody says, dude. The gaming industry is blessed by Blizzard cinematics. They are.
For the last 20 years. He was also the inspiration behind this guy in South Park from the famous World of Warcraft
Oh my
episode.
God.
I mean, this guy was a legend in every sense of the word. And so Mashable.com, when they made this article about pirate software titled How Streamer Pirate Software Gained Nearly 2 million subs in 6 months, they just had to mention the fact that he's a Nepo baby. Saying when he was 16,
Well, I mean, he kind of is, right? He was born into the industry at that point.
he landed a dream job as a game tester at Blizzard Entertainment, which, before the bloated loot boxes and corporate acquisition by Microsoft for $68.7 billion, was considered one of the most respected companies in the video game industry. It helped that he was a Nepo baby.
Yeah, I think people use the term Nepo baby as very much a derogatory thing, like, oh my god, he doesn't deserve this. And at the same time, it's like, yeah, I get that. But, bro, if you just own the fact that you're a fucking Nepo baby, just accept the fact that you were lucky as fuck in this goddamn life to be born into such a cool-ass job that pays well. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Jealous people? Probably. Like, I understand, like, people have to work hard to get into these positions, and you just got it given to you. Like, I get that frustration, but honestly, bro, fuck it. If you're born into greatness, fucking own that shit.
Since his dad, Joey Ray Hall, had spent over 2 decades at the industry titan since almost the very beginning. Now, of course, after 6 months, he would leave because he felt that the corporate life wasn't for him, and many years later would reapply by himself without the help of his dad.
Yeah, I think most people wish they were a Nepo baby, dude. I think not most people, but I think a lot of people would.
Landing a QA role,
It'd be
which I
kinda
believe,
nice.
because if he had the help of his dad, no way he would end up in an entry-level position. But still, just them including this sentence, calling him a Nepo baby, truly triggered him beyond belief. I mean, look at what he had to say.
Wait, really?
Yeah, really not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. It's one of those things that I've been trying to fight my entire career. It's one of the things that I've had to argue with people in chat about. It's one of the things that we ban people for here. Anytime people say shit like that, because it's deeply disrespectful and it completely overwrites any of the things that I've done throughout my career.
No, it doesn't. Just because you're an Nepo baby doesn't overwrite the stuff that you've done in your career. You were 16. What do you mean?
As something that is somebody else's success, which they have not been in any possible respect. And it's just rude as fuck. So, what do you say? In the thing, he said it was.
It's not a personal attack. It's a fact, right? I mean, come on. Your father works at Blizzard. You get to 16, the legal age to work, and you suddenly get a job at Blizzard. You think every fucking 16-year-old is doing that, bro? Come on, have a bit of fucking self-awareness, right?
He called me a Nepo baby in his article. No, that's dog shit behavior. Really gross.
Let's be real. A Nepo baby is clearly a derogatory word. I don't think so. Is it? I mean, he's clearly not offended by the usage of the word based off the word. He's offended that people think he was born into the industry, right? He's offended at that. That's what he's saying.
In case, let's go find somebody to raid.
I mean, you heard him, right? He would ban people in chat if they called him a Nepo baby. It's the easiest way to trigger him. And yet, at the same time, the same guy who's acting triggered over being called Nepo baby said this multiple times on his stream. Watch.
So I'm second generation Blizzard. I'm the first second generation Blizzard employee that ever existed in the company. I'm also a second generation Blizzard employee. I was a second generation Blizzard employee. I was the first second generation Blizzard employee ever. I was the first second generation Blizzard employee. And I love that shit. I love that company. Working for Blizzard sucked.
Again, a lol cow is someone who is unintentionally hilarious.
What?
Blizzard sucked. And I love that shit. I love that company. Working for Blizzard sucked. Blizzard employee. And I love that shit. I love that company. Working for Blizzard sucked.
And we're back. YouTube probably didn't even know a difference, bro. Let's go.
Again, a lol cow is someone who is unintentionally hilarious when being 100% serious, and I just can't stop laughing at this guy. I mean, seriously?
Yeah,
I was
cringe.
the first second generation Blizzard employee?
But
What is
not
this,
a
the
Nepo
Chinese
baby.
dynasty? Like, what are you even talking about? And let's be real here. The only reason you were the first second generation Blizzard employee was purely because of your dad.
Yeah.
Because back then, they didn't even have a recruiting team. You were just the easiest hire. And I think one thing he has to understand is that being a Nepo baby isn't a bad thing.
Exactly. Dude. I don't think it's a bad thing.
I think most people, if they had a dad or a mom who worked a really cool job, they would love to take advantage of that, and they do.
100%.
For example, Jack Quaid is an actor that was called a Nepo baby multiple times by fans. That's because his parents are both Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan, two very successful actors. Is that being a Nepo baby isn't a bad thing.
Exactly. Dude. I don't think it's a bad thing.
I think most people, if they had a dad or a mom who worked a really cool job, they would love to take advantage of that, and they do.
100%.
For example, Jack Quaid.
I don't know who Dennis Quaid is, but I do know who Meg Ryan is. And I obviously know who...
That's because his parents are both Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan, two very successful actors.
I don't know who Dennis Quaid is, but I do know who Meg Ryan is. And I obviously know who...
That's because his parents are both Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan, two very successful actors.
There were rumors about this resort being haunted a few years ago. Now we've got proof. Who'd want to stay in a haunted place like this? I want my money back.
That's right. Y'all should stay away from this haunted place. Hey, management, you hear me? I want my money back.
Are you two done with your little
There were
stand-up
rumors
routine?
about this resort being haunted a few years ago.
Our resort has surveillance cameras all over, including right in front of the window display where you two were standing. Let's check the footage and see for ourselves if it's really haunted. Accusing us of being haunted is no small matter. If the surveillance footage proves there's nothing out of the ordinary, you two will have to face consequences.
Are you threatening me? Who's to say you didn't tamper with the cameras beforehand? I know what I saw. Just because it's not caught on camera doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Oh, we just mentioned checking the security footage, and you already know it didn't catch anything? Bit quick to jump to conclusions, don't you think?
Keep your mouth shut.
Anyway, let's check the security footage first. If these two customers still have any objections about what's on camera, we can ask public security to come sort this out. You're okay with that, right?
Like I said, your footage can't be trusted. What part don't you get? Keep playing games with me, and you're gonna regret it.
Dear guests, if you're feeling sick, I've got some meds right here. And if that can't fix your problems, resorting to violence won't either. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Violence? I didn't intend to get violent.
Just like he said, we're all here to relax and have a good time. No matter what kind of dispute you have, violence isn't the answer. I'm sure everyone here would agree with that. That said, these two guests did report something unusual. And let's not forget there were rumors about Fantasy Resort being haunted a few years ago. Management, if you want everyone to feel safe, shouldn't you address it directly?
Willis, shouldn't you be sitting in your air-conditioned office at Three Gates Corp? What are you doing here?
Easy, no need to be so hostile. I just heard the resort's business was turning around and came to congratulate you, that's all. Instead of talking about me, shouldn't you be focusing on addressing the concerns of the guests here?
To all our guests at Fantasy Resort, please allow me to formally address these so-called haunting rumors. When this resort first opened a few years ago, there were indeed rumors. A few guests claimed they saw ghosts, but none of them could provide any solid evidence. There was no way to prove it. No one was injured. We contacted public security immediately and filed a detailed report. In the years that followed, nothing like that has ever happened again. So please, rest assured.
The way you said that sounds like you're calling those guests liars. The ones back then and the two today. And this claim that nothing's happened in years. Maybe that's just because nobody's been coming here.
It was because of you. You planted those rumors right after we opened, scared people off, and wrecked the business. Once the place was dead, you didn't need to keep stirring things up. Now that we're finally getting back on our feet, here you are, pulling the same trick again, having your goons dress up as visitors to smear us.
I'm afraid I can't accept these baseless accusations. I represent Three Gates Corp. Are you suggesting that either the old rumors or these two gentlemen have something to do with us? Feel free to investigate all you want. No matter how deep you dig, you'll find our hands are clean. I'm a pretty forgiving person, so I'll pretend I didn't hear those accusations against our group just now. But you may want to tread more carefully from now on. I understand you're all eager to turn a profit, considering your loan payment deadline is approaching. But as your creditor, I really can't encourage putting visitors in danger with this haunted house business, just to make a quick buck.
So this resort's drowning in debt? No wonder only ghosts would want to come here.
That's not all. Spiders have made themselves at home here too. Guess where? Right in the cash register.
Oh, sir, why do you know what's inside our cash register? Mind explaining that in a bit more detail?
Of course I was just guessing. I just took a wild guess.
Oh, yeah? Then I'll go take a look inside the register. You don't mind, right?
What do you mean by that? He was just taking a guess. Is it really necessary to be this suspicious? Right, Mr. Willis?
Sorry, do I know you? The staff here can do whatever they want. It's their right. And if something has gone missing from the cash register, I think a search would be totally justified. Looks like this whole dispute was just a misunderstanding. Well, I've got things to take care of, so I'll be on my way.
As expected of someone from Tops, always quick to cut ties when things go south. Well then, if there really has been a theft, would you two be willing to submit to a quick search?
Damn it, you just can't keep your mouth shut, can you?
What do we do now? No one's backing us up anymore.
What else? Break through! Move now! Idiot! The job was simple, but you just had to get greedy and steal stuff.
But I figured no one was gonna miss that cash anyway!
This job you mentioned, would you mind explaining it to us in more detail? Score one for me!
No way in hell! From now on, you won't get another word out of us.
Oh yeah? Then get ready to cry like a baby. This is gonna sting. Feel the sea breeze. Blink your strikes to score.
Welcome to Fantasy Resort.
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
Where are we going? There's no class today. Between islands and shoot away. Aren't you curious what that feels like? Someone's screaming! What's going on?
Let's head over and check it out.
Wait! Wait for me! What's that? Looks like something's happening over there, too! Belle? Yuzuha? Could you please slow down? Don't be scared, Alice. Just stick with us. Can we not go any farther, please? What's going on? What are these? Have you guys seen anything like this before?
No. Nobody would put something this disturbing in a resort.
I don't remember anything like this either. Let's get rid of them first. I think quite a few customers are already freaked out by them. Wise is looking pretty uncomfortable too.
No. This isn't right. Why can't I touch any of them?
Impossible! Something must be wrong. How could this be? I always thought Willis was just spreading rumors. But if these things don't even exist physically, then that means...
Miss, please stop. There are guests all around watching. You're the manager. Anything you say right now can make things spiral even worse.
Everyone stay calm. It's too early to jump to conclusions. Let's focus on handling the situation. Monato, please help calm down the guests in this area and get them settled in their rooms or somewhere safe. E.G., take Therese back to rest.
Okay, I got this.
Miss, take a breath. Here, come with me.
And then Wise, Belle, and Alice. Let's... Wait. Alice?
Alice can't handle scary stuff, especially up close like this. She's passed out standing up.
Alice? Can you hear me, Alice? If you don't answer, I'm cutting your bangs into a weird side part! This balloon! This painting! And this plushie! There we go. I knew that would snap you out of it. Easy now, don't be scared. They won't hurt you. I can't! This is horrifying! They're completely asymmetric!
Huh? It's the asymmetry that's bothering you right now?
Asymmetry is terrifying! And they're scary too! Lies! Belle! Yuzuha! Please, just get rid of them! I'd love to, but they don't have a physical form. Wait, what?
They just vanished. But we didn't even do anything yet. What's going on?
Yuzuha! Didn't you say this place wasn't haunted? No physical form? Vanishing into thin air? That's totally ghosts! It's okay, Alice. When I first came here to check the place out, I didn't sense anything supernatural at all. But now this is happening, which means...
So you're saying there's something else behind this so-called haunting?
Yup. As a veteran of Spook Shack, I can say with certainty that most urban legends aren't really supernatural. As for what they actually are, well, that's what we're about to find out.
I've evacuated the guests and did a quick sweep around the area. No sign of anyone suspicious. What's the plan now?
Thanks, Monato. It's getting pretty late, and without any leads, we're not likely to make progress tonight. Let's call it a night and get some rest. I hope this incident won't cause too much trouble for the resort tomorrow.
Yuzuha, Belle, I'm scared to sleep alone. Can you stay with me?
Sure. Sorry you had to go through all that tonight.
got you. I can even sing you a lullaby, Alice. If you can't sleep, I'll help you drift off, or we can stay up and have a girls' night chat.
Wise, you seem scared too. You good, bud?
I'm good. I'm totally fine being alone in my room. I can't believe how fast the haunting rumors spread. We've worked so hard to turn this place around. If this keeps up, it could scare people off all over again.
Looks like we need to get to the bottom of this ASAP. Monato can hold down operations at the resort for now. While he's handling things, we need to figure out what's really going on. If we keep dragging this out, who knows if we'll even be able to make the music festival happen?
Yuzuha, do we really have to investigate the haunting? Can't we just let Mr. Arnold handle this?
Milady, last night you hugged Belle and me so tight we almost passed out, and now you're getting cold feet? By the way, do you always sleep at home hugging a plushie on each side to keep things perfectly symmetrical? Besides, Mr. Arnold must be busy with all your family matters, right? Stuff like this is exactly what Spook Shack is here for.
But all those places you took me to explore before were just false alarms. This is my first time seeing a real haunting. So asymmetrical, so terrifying. Ghostly objects with no physical form right before my eyes.
Alice, calm down. Remember what I told you last night? Most urban legends...
aren't really supernatural?
You got it. Actually, I didn't finish the whole thing. As a new member of Spook Shack, you should hear it all. Behind every urban legend lies something unknown in this world. The truth behind these unknowns might be man-made, supernatural, or even a brand new truth nobody's discovered yet. But no matter what it is, it belongs only to those with courage. Only those brave enough to face these tales have the right to uncover the truth. Pretty cool, right? That's exactly why I love ghost stories so much.
Did Monato join Spook Shack because he was moved by that speech too?
Huh? Of course not, 'cause I just made that up a couple days ago.
Just when I was starting to feel a little inspired, and you were totally messing with me.
Sorry, but judging by your look, I think you're ready to join the investigation.
To be honest, I'm still a little scared. Those paranormal objects really shook me up. But if I'm with you guys, maybe I'll find the courage to tough it out.
Perfect. Then let's kick off step 1 of our investigation. Have fun! Enjoy the vacation! Focus on boosting the resort's popularity and make the most of this summer!
Are you for real? This barely sounds like an investigation anymore.
I think I see where you're going with this. You're planning to wait it out for now.
Bingo! Whether it's a real haunting or just someone playing tricks. If you look at how the resort's popularity has tanked, I'd say it's not hard to figure out what's going on. But right now, since we don't have any solid evidence to work with, if we could recreate the supernatural incident one more time, we might be able to push the investigation further. As for how to make that happen...
If we keep bringing people in like usual and minimize the fallout from the haunting, the ghost won't be able to stay hidden for long. Sooner or later, they'll have to show themselves again.
But if something like this happens again, the resort's popularity will take an even bigger hit. Are we really just going to sit back and wait for the next haunting?
Of course not. Before the ghost makes their next move, let's talk to Therese and the others and see if we can find out what really went down at the resort in the past.
Something feels off. But what exactly?
What's on your mind, Alice? Wanna share?
I'm sorry, Belle. You came to help me clear my mind, and I've just been lost in thought the whole time. I was just wondering, what exactly is the true nature of those ghosts? There's this strange, unsettling feeling of deja vu that I can't shake. Yuzuha is right. Only those brave enough to face the supernatural have the right to uncover the truth. Everyone at the resort deserves to know that truth. I don't want to be the trembling little bunny, cowering in fear of the unknown anymore.
Deja vu is a signal from our subconscious. Don't ignore that feeling. The answer might be hiding in the everyday stuff around us. Come on, Alice. Shake off those thoughts for a bit. Look over at the horizon. I swear I just saw dolphins out there.
Where? Symmetrical dolphins are the most adorable. Can you point them out to me? It feels like ever since I met you, Yuzuha, and Manato, everything's been changing.
Do you not like change, Alice?
Change means the unknown. It means losing something. Just like ghost stories. It scares me. But now, I see it differently. It's not too bad. Every day I spend with you guys is a pleasant surprise, brought about by change. I feel like I might have said something a little embarrassing. Just don't tell anyone, especially not Yuzuha. Oh, and I think there's a whale over there.
What? A whale? Where?
Come a little closer, and I'll tell you. Looks like something's happening again.
Alice, are you okay?
I'm fine, but there's something else that's been bothering me. Belle? projector, and it looks like it's the latest model. It can create hyper-realistic, full 3D images. The incorporeal ghosts and the objects we saw, they're just illusions projected by this thing. For someone trying to fake a haunting, this is honestly kind of pathetic. But with the power to stay invisible, it managed to trick us all.
I see. Since no one could spot the source of the projection, everyone thought these holograms were supernatural. But how did they manage to make the projector invisible?
Belle, you were the one who gave me the idea. On the ship, you said, "Deja vu is a signal from our subconscious. Don't ignore that feeling." So I started thinking carefully about where this deja vu feeling was coming from. Figuring out the holographic projector part was easy. The real challenge was finding out how they made it invisible. Until I realized we've seen something like this before. That's where the deja vu came from.
I got it! The drones Grace sent to help us with the Aqua Blaster ride.
Drones? Now that you mention it, we did see them appear and disappear right in front of us. You think it's using the same kind of tech?
As far as I know, New Eridu doesn't have any stable technology that can make objects fully invisible. But if the drones can go invisible for short periods, there must be some new tech I haven't seen before. So I'm guessing that same technology was applied to the projector. Even though searching for invisible objects with paranormal images right in front of me is still terrifying, at least I guessed right.
Good job, Alice. Thanks to you, we're one big step closer to figuring this out. Now let's get in touch with Grace and confirm it.
I'm here! That holographic projector you mentioned. Mind if I take a quick look?
Please, we'd appreciate your input, Miss Grace. We're trying to find out if these projectors use the same tech as the drones you brought.
You're right. They all have the same surface material. Chameleon coating.
I've never heard of it before. Is it some kind of new material?
Yes. The military's been hoping to develop a new tech that can make weapon systems or combat personnel invisible. Defense contractors have been pulling their hair out over this for years. And chameleon coating was 3-Gate's military tech's solution, though it barely passed the bar. When sprayed on equipment surfaces, this material can achieve visual camouflage by blending into the surrounding colors through temperature control. But the problem is, it's not stable. Low temperatures, infrared exposure, even a little physical impact, any of those can instantly break the camouflage.
No wonder it only took one punch from Alice to knock the projector visible again.
Exactly. Since it's still full of flaws, the material isn't usable for actual military applications, which is why 3-Gates Corp hasn't made it public. They're currently working on fixing these issues, and that's where Bellabog Heavy Industries comes in. Ben struck a deal with them at a friendly price, and I received a batch of chameleon to help them test and improve. That's the story behind the drones.
Thanks for explaining. So, since this invisibility tech is flawed, it hasn't hit the market yet, right?
Other companies might have struck deals with 3-Gates Corp like we did, but I'd say most of the material's still in their hands.
I see. Looks like we finally unmasked the ghost.
By the way, on my way over here, I overheard some people talking about hauntings. Judging by your reactions, is 3-Gates Corp involved?
I'd say there's an 88% chance. We lack direct evidence and can't confirm if Willis's actions were ordered by the company. But at the very least, We know that there are hidden projectors scattered around the resort, projecting those creepy images.
Well, I can't sit back and do nothing. Sweet Pea's been under a lot of stress lately, and both Anton and Ben could really use this break. No way I'm letting their precious time off get ruined like this.
Miss Grace, could you lend us a hand? Finding the other hidden projectors might take a while, but something you just mentioned gave me an idea.
That's a brilliant idea! Leave it to me. I should be able to take care of it in no time.
Thank you. Belle, can I borrow your phone for a moment? We'll be right back. You and Yuzuha just wait here for a bit.
Sure thing. Though I'm kinda curious what you're going to do.
Obviously, we'll fight ghost stories with science.
Want to catch some waves together?
A one-of-a-kind, brand-new experience.
And that's the whole story. So there's no need to worry about any so-called haunting now. We've recovered all the projectors that caused this mess.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I always knew there was nothing wrong with the resort my father left me.
Miss, here. Take this handkerchief to wipe your tears. Everyone, thank you for stepping in to help during such a crisis. And now I'm almost certain 3 Gates Corp is definitely behind all of this.
We were one step away from taking over the resort, but right when we hit rock bottom, we managed to bounce back. Of course he's doing everything he can to interfere. Those stupid minions he brought to cause trouble were probably just a distraction to keep us busy while his other lackeys snuck around installing these projectors everywhere. After that, they could control the hauntings remotely without needing to stick around. No wonder Monato didn't spot anyone at the time.
No, we can't. Not yet. We've checked all the surveillance footage from the resort, but none of them caught Willis's men in the act. Willis is no amateur. A fox like him wouldn't leave obvious evidence. Having dealt with the resort for so many years, he probably knows exactly where all the cameras are.
And besides the chameleon coating, there's no other evidence linking these projectors to Three Gates Corp right now. They could easily claim they had nothing to do with any of this.
To make them stop for good, we'll need to catch them red-handed. Even the slickest fox can't talk their way out when caught in the act.
But how can we know when they'll come back to stage another haunting?
It might not even be about setting up another haunting. Like I just said, Chameleon is still really unstable as an invisibility material. Willis is pulling tricks with a tech that's barely holding together. Anything unexpected could expose the projectors. And when that happens, the whole ghost story collapses. He must know the risks and has a backup plan.
I see. So you're saying that if something happens, he'll definitely send someone to retrieve the projectors.
I understand now. I'll update Mia and Helen on the situation. Willis's men might show up again soon, and we'll all be ready for them. We'll be there to support you guys when the time comes. Please, don't let them get away with it.
Of course. Leave it to us.
What the hell? Where did these guys come from?
Watch your backs! So you guys ever think about maybe, I don't know, giving up?
Give up my ass! I don't know how we got exposed.
I'll handle it. Wait.
Don't think you're getting out of here in one piece either.
Move with the blade. Feel the sea breeze. So like this. Score one for me. How about this? Stay on offense. Keep it up. Summer memories will give me strength. Ollie. Don't freak out now.
Stay put and don't try anything funny. Public security's on their way.
Let me go! What did we even do to make you call public security, huh?
Let me think. Breaking into the resort store, malicious damage to property, assaulting staff, and wearing that asymmetrical helmet. I'd say that's plenty to press charges.
Huh? What kind of charge is that last one?
EJ and I searched these guys. Willis wasn't here, and none of them look like Three Gates Corp employees.
In other words, these guys look like a bunch of thugs who broke into the resort with no connection to Three Gates Corp. Of course, that's just on the surface.
Three Gates Corp? That huge company under Tops? And what's this ghost haunting business? I have no clue what you're talking about. Hey, listen! We hit the resort simply because you people ticked us off. So we're here to mess with the place. I planned it, they carried it out. That's all there is to it.
How much did Willis pay you? We'll double it!
Willis? Never heard of him. Don't know what you're talking about. We make our living with our own two hands.
That's enough. Monato, would you mind locking them up until public security arrives?
Yuzuha, are you still planning to use Denny's to turn them? To be honest, Spook Shack's in the doghouse in terms of cash right now.
I'm also a member of Spook Shack. I can chip in if you need funding.
It's okay, Alice. I was just feeling them out. Judging by their attitude, I'd say Willis has already paid them a pretty hefty hush fee. No point wasting time on them. Anyway, after tonight's counter-strike, Willis probably won't be making any bold moves for a while. As for whether these thugs will rat him out, we'll let public security handle that.
Does that mean we don't have to worry about more hauntings happening again?
The thugs Willis hired have all been caught. There's no one left to do his dirty work for now. Of course, he might hire another group of thugs, or even do it himself. But if he tries anything again, we won't let him get away with it.
The music festival kicks off tomorrow night. At least this time, Willis won't be able to do anything. If our festival and attractions combo goes well, the resort's popularity should be in a pretty good spot after this.
Although this is good news, it's a shame that after all the chaos these past few days, the whole haunted resort thing has blown up all over Internet. This kind of negative publicity is already doing some real damage. But hey, it's still way better than when we first opened, back when nobody wanted to come at all. Thanks to all of you, the resort's finally back on track.
MP, don't say that. Honestly, I'm already really happy we've gotten this far in such a short time. At least now, even with the ghost rumors, we can still keep the resort running.
Oh, right. Speaking of which, I've been scrolling through internet posts these past few days, and it seems like people's opinions about our resort are starting to shift. Hold on, let me pull it up. Look, since the hauntings were just spooky but didn't cause any real harm to people, quite a few paranormal enthusiasts are getting super interested in the place. Let me see. Wow, you're right. There are even posts calling us a must-visit summer hotspot, with guides on where to take the best photos. What on earth are these people thinking?
Aren't you the same, my lady? You say you're scared of ghost stories and supernatural stuff, but deep down you're dying to run into some spooky events yourself.
No, I'm not. Anyway, what if we flip this whole haunting thing around and use it as a publicity stunt to attract more visitors? It might even help offset the negative press we got the past couple days.
No, let's just end it here. I don't want to use something like this to make money off the resort my father left me. MB, could you help gather all the holographic projectors we've recovered so far and hand them over to public security? All right, let's shift gears. Time to help Alice and Yuzuha prepare for tomorrow night's music festival.
Right. Thanks, everyone. The bands Mr. Arnold invited will be here tomorrow for rehearsal, and we've already pushed out all the ads. Though, with the budget we've got, it's only a small promo campaign.
Leave all the preparations to us. Now that everything's back on track, it's time to share the wonders of summer with all our guests.
Wise and I will help too. Let's make the most of it and spend an amazing summer night together.
We got this!
Summer. If only it could last forever. If you have any questions or need anything, just let me know. Welcome to Fantasy Resort.
Welcome to the aquarium.
Looks like this is the real challenge. You got this, Alice!
I'll tame the waves!
We've seen Alice surf a bunch now, but I gotta admit, she is tearing it up.
Let's make some waves! There are waves outside the track too? Maybe it's time for that move.
Miss Alice, let's stick with what we discussed earlier. Once you finish the course, we'd love for you to perform that move. You know, the one where you charge into the wave tunnel and then swoosh, splash, and whoosh, bursting right out.
You mean that super cool move where Alice goes splash and swoosh through the wave tunnel, right?
Oh, are you talking about tube riding?
Yes, that's it. Sorry, we're definitely not experts in this area, but don't worry. When we go live with the official broadcast, we'll have a professional commentator on board. There's one more thing, though. It's a bit of an awkward request. Our show sponsor would like to meet you in person. She has some concerns about using the program to promote your resort. So we're hoping you could take a moment to introduce yourself to her.
Sure. I'll leave the introductions to you then, Director.
Well, well. I thought the director was filming some legendary surf master. Turns out it's just Miss Alice from Celestia.
My apologies, but do I know you?
I'm Jacqueline from Class A. What? You don't recognize me because I changed my hairstyle?
Of course not. The Timefield family would never rely on appearances. Wait, Jacqueline? Where's your signature hairstyle?
What do you mean, of course not? You clearly only remembered me because of my hair!
Oh, so you two know each other already? Then I'll skip the introductions.
Alice, is this your classmate?
Nice to meet you. I am Jacqueline, president of the Celestia sorority.
This is my friend Belle, one of the managers of the resort.
Oh, right. I heard you're running a resort now. Maybe I'll bring my girls over sometime to support your business.
Thanks.
Just kidding. If my family's company wasn't sponsoring this beach show, I wouldn't have the slightest interest in some half-dead resort.
Ha! Good thing we don't welcome rude guests anyway.
Sorry, and who might this be, this animal-scented friend?
This is Ukinami Yuzuha. She's my friend.
Forget it. I don't really care that much anyway. Just do your best, Timefield. I am a little curious to see how you'll do, though. I mean, can't be worse than your performance at the New Year's show, right? Anyway, I've got yoga training in the city, so I won't be sticking around this middle-of-nowhere beach. Director, make sure to send me a copy when you're done filming. It's not every day I run into an old classmate. It'd be a shame not to share it with everyone back at school.
Sure thing, Miss Jacqueline.
She's driving me crazy! Alice, give it your best. Show her what we're made of.
Yeah, don't worry. If that woman dares come back here, I'll make sure she regrets it.
Thank you, everyone, for looking out for me.
Sorry. Our sponsor can be a bit difficult to deal with. Please don't take it personally. By the way, the cameras are all set up. Miss Alice, you can start your surfing performance whenever you're ready.
Take a deep breath. All right. Arms wide. Feet firm. Just like how we practiced. Halfway there. Gotta keep going. Let's make some waves. Keep it up. I'm so ready to be your surfing agent. Yes! I did it!
Miss Alice, all the cameras are focused on you. Could you do that move again? You charge into the wave tunnel, then swoosh, splash, and burst out with a whoosh.
It's called tube riding. Even I remember it now.
Okay. Arms out, feet steady. Arms out, feet steady.
Alice, are you all right?
Sorry. Where are the people from the TV station?
The director said they needed to start editing and already drove off. But don't worry, he said your surfing on the course came out great.
I'm sorry. I've always been a little afraid of performing in front of an audience. Back in middle school, Jacqueline's clique bullied me into dressing up as a carrot for the school's New Year's show. Whether it's on stage or in front of a camera, the moment all eyes are on me, I start to lose control of my body, even when I know the movements by heart. The moment I saw all those cameras in the film crew, I got nervous and lost my footing.
It's okay. Everyone gets nervous sometimes. And it's totally fine if you don't want to do the surfing performance.
Exactly! There's always another way to promote the resort. I've already started looking into how to train Kama to do acrobatics.
When it comes to promotion, I've got a few connections I can tap into.
I'm truly sorry for making everyone worry about me.
No need to apologize, milady. Let's go get some rest first. Proxy, I'll take Alice to the visitor center first. Let's meet up there later.
Hope you have a wonderful holiday with us.
Want to catch some waves together?
Just call me Lucy. Lucy of the Sons of Caledon.
I just didn't expect you'd be willing to help me.
Why wouldn't I? It's not like it's my first time helping you. Remember last time when I chased Jacqueline and her little trio all over campus? And what did they end up calling me?
Celestia's baseball bat overlord.
That Jacqueline girl may be mean, but I've got to admit, she's pretty good at coming up with nicknames. All right, Proxy already filled me in on everything. If you ask me, your problem is you're just way too shy. You keep worrying about your family, your reputation, your image. No wonder you freeze up every time the pressure's on. Stop overthinking it. Just focus on what you really want, and then shout it out loud.
Huh? Shout it out loud? I'm not sure about that. There are a lot of people on the beach. And what exactly am I supposed to shout anyway?
Seriously? Do I have to teach you everything? All right, come here. Watch and learn. Caesar! You are a super-duper mega dummy! I'm gonna take over the Sons of Caledon! I'll make them the strongest logistics company in all of New Eridu! Whew, okay, your turn.
Isn't that a bit inelegant?
Inelegant? Forget about elegance. Shout out your deepest desire from the bottom of your soul.
I want to be a model student.
Forget it, Proxy. This one's a lost cause. Hey, wait! Lucy, don't give up. Let's give it another try. I know you've got this. All right, how about this? You just repeat after me, word for word. Got it?
Okay.
I don't care what kind of crap other people say!
I don't care what kind of other people say.
What the hell is
What the is
I didn't mean for you to repeat that one! Ugh, you're driving me crazy! Did someone install a filter in your brain or something?
I just didn't want to sound unladylike.
Do you really have to censor yourself just to be proper? Is it that hard to say how you actually feel? Are you really okay with always letting others' opinions control you?
I...
Say it! Say it out loud! Give me your raw, true emotions!
I hate side-swept things! I hate flounders! I want to trim every asymmetrical thing in the world to be perfectly symmetrical! And you, Lucy! Yes, sometimes you're kinda cool, but that asymmetrical side ponytail of yours drives me crazy!
Wow.
I'm so sorry. That was completely out of line.
It's okay. Honestly, that was a great breakthrough. How about you try riding that momentum straight into your next surf?
Thank you so much, Lucy.
Hey, Roxy. Be honest. Is my hair really that hard to look at? No, not at all.
like a shooting star. Ride the wave, go all out. For you, Alice, we scream and shout. Waves are roaring, you keep soaring. My speed knows no limits. You, sir, I cheer loud and clear. Waves.
Go! Alice!
Hey, that's not the one!
You've got this! The strongest little bunny on the water! Let's go, Alice! Show the ocean what outer ring biker fury feels like!
You've got this, Alice!
Come on, Alice, you can do it!
Hey, look.
Ugh, these big name families always love to show off.
Daddy, I'm scared. I'm scared. Proxy? Did I fail again?
It's okay. That move's always been a tough one. By the way, what were you whispering just now?
I was just reminded about something from the past. When I was little, my parents always encouraged me to express myself. But after they passed away, it felt like I lost the support holding me up. People are always linked with their family name, so I became cautious about everything I say and...
Alice, everyone makes mistakes. It's nothing to be ashamed of. What really matters are the choices we make afterward.
Exactly! Remember how Kama thought you were an evil, corrupt, and ruthless businesswoman and wanted me to teach you a lesson? If it weren't for me convincing him otherwise, who knows what would have happened?
Oh no. Someone's been secretly tampering with the timeline.
I know the feeling. I was mistaken for a bully before, even though I was the one who got left out.
Stop looking at me like that. I've got a double life going on. I can't even tell PubSec officers my online name. So, Alice, other people's opinions and attention might make you nervous or cause mistakes, but they don't take away the skills you already have. No matter what, you're still the best surfer we've ever seen.
Yes, I think I get it now. No matter what, I still want to give it another try. Even if it's not to uphold my family's name, I still want to give it a try.
As long as you want us there, we'll be with you, all the way to the end.
Sync the time codes, check your batteries, and confirm the schedule. We go live right on time. Miss Alice, like we discussed, just take it easy and show us what you've got. Of course, the key highlight is still the final tube riding maneuver. No need to worry about the angles. We've got 4 cameras running 4K broadcast coverage.
Did you catch that? If you mess up, it's going to be broadcast across all of New Eridu. Every camera angle in crystal clear 4K.
In other words, if she nails it, you just paid to broadcast Alice's flawless performance to the whole city.
Luciana, what are you doing here?
Me? I'm here to help Alice deal with some troublemakers.
Put the bat down! And what's with those scary-looking little pigs? Aren't you afraid that I'll go to the disciplinary officer again like last time?
Disciplinary officer?
Director? I've got a company meeting to attend, so I won't be supervising production today. You just start whenever you're ready.
Of course, Miss Jacqueline. Safe travels, Miss Jacqueline. Miss Alice, please get ready to take the stage. All departments are ready. Okay, everyone position. 3, 2, 1, we're live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fantasy Resort. I'm your host, Riptide. The waves here in Throne Quarter are playing nice today. Not so weak they'll put surfers to sleep, but not so wild they'll send them flying into the hollow. But even if today's guest gets slammed into the hollow, she'll be just fine. After all, she comes from a family known for years of research into ether corruption. Let's give it up for the Orange Whirlwind herself, Alice Timefield!
Wait, Orange Whirlwind? That name's much too unladylike. And why carrot-colored?
All right, don't overthink it. Just get out there already!
Take a deep breath. Let's go.
We're past the halfway mark now, and Alice is clearly still in great form. Incredibly steady board control. It's hard to believe someone this young could have such experience. What a beautiful performance! Alice shows remarkable mastery over balance and control.
My speed knows no limits.
Alice's clear and focused approach naturally brings to mind the performances of her father, Mr. Lionel, back in the day.
Let's make some waves. Yes! I did it!
Alice delivered a flawless run through the course. Now it's time for the grand finale, tube riding.
Camera 1, give me a full body shot. Cameras 2 and 3, keep circling from the side. You've got this, Miss Alice. Over 10,000 viewers are watching you live right now.
Up ahead, a nearly 3-meter barrel wave is starting to form. Its walls curling inward like nature itself is pulling back the curtain for her grand performance.
Good luck, Alice.
Whether this graceful dancer of the sea can complete her final act all depends on the timing of her entry into the takeoff zone.
Good luck, milady!
She's adjusting her center of balance. Knees bent, arms out, her whole body drawn like a bow, ready to fire.
Come on! You can do it!
Alice has successfully entered the barrel! The water closes above her, forming a perfect arch as sunlight filters through the emerald wave, casting shimmering patterns across her body. This is the art of spatial awareness at the highest level of surfing. She moves as if carried by the sea god's hand, dancing across the water like a graceful spirit amid the thunderous power of nature. The true test of skill begins now. The wave narrows. Alice shifts her weight and angles the board's tail. The nose slices cleanly past the wave's edge. Her body tucks in, nearly brushing the surface, less than 10 centimeters from the wave. She's done it! Alice bursts out of the collapsing barrel like a bullet. Sprays of crystal clear water scattering through the air. This textbook perfect tube ride goes beyond mere technical analysis. It's pure mastery! This is art! Pure art!
Alice! Alice! Not bad at all! That's our Spook Shack's leading lady!
Yeah. Nicely done.
Didn't think she actually had it in her.
What do you mean by that? I trained her myself.
Ah! Where did you pop out from?
Are you all right, Alice? You seem like you're still lost in that surfing high.
I'm all right, Belle. Just feeling a little dazed.
You didn't happen to read any of those not-so-polite comments online, did you?
You mean those outrageous stories about my family? Yes, I saw them first thing this morning.
Man, Yuzuha and I went through so much trouble to keep you from seeing those. Wait, so you saw them before you even went on stage?
Yes, you were both putting in so much effort. I figured it'd be impolite to say anything, so I just kept quiet.
But how come it seemed like none of it affected you? And during the final performance, with thousands watching the live stream,
You didn't seem nervous at all. In fact, you looked more confident.
I'm not sure. When I entered that final dangerous wave, it felt like I could hear my father's voice. It was during a summer many years ago. Our family was on vacation by the sea. It was also the first time I ever stepped onto a surfboard. My father was right there, guiding me, but I couldn't help but scream with how unsteady it felt. The noise I made drew the attention of the beachgoers. They quickly recognized us as Timefields, and, as expected, started whispering and pointing, all because of who we were.
Hey, look, isn't that the Timefield kid? She's so young. Can she really pull this off?
Ugh, these big-name families always love to show off.
But my father acted like he didn't hear any of it. He just stayed focused on me, carefully guiding my movements and correcting my posture, bit by bit. The waves grew rougher, and the voices around us got louder. But slowly, my focus shifted away from the noise and onto my father's calm, reassuring words.
Arms out, feet steady. There will always be strong winds and crashing waves ahead, but your family and friends will also be standing by your side.